face behind that door, and he'll walk on the land with wisdom in his hand, and you'll find your heart. League with the wizard.
Welcome to Bind on a Quip, episode 330 on the 16th of July, 2024.
Correct.
Thank you. I'm Wemb, and with me as always is Tempest. Hey, Temp.
Hey.
How's it going?
I'm
No.
really-
No.
Did you answer the question of life? What are we doing here?
Now, how are you going?
I'm really good, thanks.
Great.
How are you going?
Great to hear I'm fine.
It's been a little bit rainy and cold in Melbourne, it's fair to
been-
say.
A little on the crap side.
Yes. In fact, it's not a little rainy, it's very rainy.
This is real life, by the way. So,
Obviously, they saw the elephants.
sure, in the room. I did a delivery today, and when I arrived, the whole street and area was underwater.
Because of all the rain.
I'd
See
say
my-
so, yes.
See my segue? And you just
Lovely.
didn't really notice or acknowledge that
I
I'd
thought
led
you were
in there.
Job for a second. We've had a lot of rain, as you say, over the weekend and Monday and today. And this place is adjacent to swampy flatlands and a big lake.
I'm going to say not adjacent so much as is.
I'm going to say it is the big lake
It is
now.
the swampy flatlands, yeah.
So I decided I was nice and high up and I'd try to go in,
Of course you did.
as the rest of my day depended on me getting rid of the container I had for this place. And I really didn't want to go back to the yard and dump it. So as I got to the corner, there was a depth post that showed the water was just under a metre deep for those in modern progressive societies, or around 3 feet for those of you stuck in the ways of the empire. You know who you are. So I decided I'd go around the block to get in, though it was still pretty deep in places,
Still
because
probably a metre
it's
deep.
one of those ones where there's a main road and then this road that it's on goes in, along, comes back out to the main road further down. So this bit was one of the worst bits,
Right.
even though they're on the corner,
Yep.
but they're away from the corner, their driveway. So I thought I'll go all the way down and around and come back. So when I got to the corner coming in from the other way, I had to stay in the middle of the road because I couldn't see any of the gutters. It was so deep.
Yes.
And when I went in the driveway, I only knew where it was because they have 2 yellow wooden posts on either side of the driveway.
Well, lucky.
Lucky. So as I'm going in, I hear this funny thumping sound. And I thought, oh no, I've picked something up underwater and I'm now dragging it along or whatever. Maybe a body, who knows.
Very nice. Good,
But then
good
I
being
remembered that the exhaust on this truck is below my fuel tank and it was currently underwater going blub, blub, blub,
That's
blub.
not good.
So I thought, best I don't turn it off.
Don't turn it off, and also don't dilly dally.
Yeah.
And did you
So
see
this
any
is-
other? Did you see any other crazy people
Yes,
being there?
lots of people were driving their
Now,
cars
I just
in.
want to say before you say anything, the advice about driving through floodwaters is never, because it only takes 15
The
centimetres
advice
of
is
water.
don't.
Yes, don't. 15 centimetres of water to lift a car. I want you to keep that in mind, and remember in your head that Wem just said it was a metre deep.
So my truck has 22-inch tyres
Yeah.
and then a big truck on top of that, and it weighs 20 tonnes, so
Yes.
it's not floating away.
No, you're not floating. I'm not saying that. I'm
No.
just saying were other people
So
stupid?
as I came towards the place, there was a guy coming the other way in one of those massive Ram
Utes,
ute things.
twin cab ute things.
Trucks.
Yeah,
In America they call them trucks.
trucks, whatever.
We call them utes.
Yep.
Whatever. And the water, so think of a ram, think of how crazy big they are.
Yeah.
The water was just lapping it across the top of the bonnet.
And this man drove in it.
Yeah, so it must be a diesel.
Yes, but what an idiot.
Yeah,
And
an idiot.
If there was a current, he would have been screwed.
Absolutely. So that was a bit of fun, but I got in and got out and it was all good.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Is that,
What about your week?
is that the end of your week? It's
That's-
been a
that's
big
all I
week.
want to talk about.
It's all you want to talk about. You don't want to talk about anything else. It's been a big week for me. So I feel like I say that every week, but it has been a big week. So I started with minor surgery on Thursday. Everything went well.
Yep.
I'm fine. And
Thanks
then,
for asking.
And then I went back to work after my term break on Monday, and we had quite a busy day. So we had someone coming in that wants to chat to me, which makes it difficult, but also because...
So popular.
Well, no, in a professional
We
kind
were.
of way. But because I'd had surgery, I hadn't finished setting up the room. So we had to do that with the children, which was fine. And the children really loved doing that. So Fiona was doing that with some of the children who were interested. And we'd set up enough for the other children to find things that they were interested in. That at the end of the day... and one of the things that we had to set up was one of our children had said they wanted an undersea world, is our imagination space. Now, I have got no imagination and no creativity. I'm the least creative person on this planet. I've got a logic brain.
I refuse to contribute to this part of the conversation on the grounds that may incriminate me.
It's true. But, so I think I've done an amazing job of creating an undersea world, but it was quite the undertaking. And part of that was that I got a friend's daughter who's just an amazing seamstress to make me mer people tails. So the children have enjoyed putting those on. And
Everything is better down where it's wetter, under the sea.
Thanks. And then to end the day, I had one child... it was really rainy, and we had one parent who was a few minutes late, less than 5 minutes late. But we had one child who was still there after 10 minutes with no phone call from the parents. So I proceeded to ring mum, leave a message, and then ring dad, who then said to me, "Oh, I'm 1 minute away," and like I was an imposition. Mm-hmm. And then
I'm just round the corner.
And then when he turned up 17 minutes late, not 12, I had to explain to him that that there might be a fee, because he said to me, "No, I've got until 2:30." And I said, "Well, it's after 2:30."
He knows his rights.
And I said, "And your responsibility is to pick up the child at 2:15, because that's when our session finishes." "Oh, I realise that, but you need to show compassion because it's raining outside."
I want to speak to your manager.
And I said, "Well, everyone else managed to pick their children up on time, and it's our expectation that you will pick your children up on time." And he just would not have it. Would not have it. It was not his fault. He didn't apologise for being late at any stage. He was just one rude asshole.
I think that's when you need to have a truck driver as your human relations officer.
Well, instead I've sent an email saying I want our late fee policy enacted for this family, because this is not the first time. This is the third time in one term that he's attended that I've had to have this same conversation. So,
Yes.
and we're not their personal babysitter for 15 minutes after our session. That impacts our day. That only gives us 15 minutes to pack up properly then. Not long enough. Anyway.
Not okay.
Not okay. Arsehole.
All right, let's, shall we move it into see if there's anything we need to discuss?
I think we should.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
So a funny thing happened in the car tonight on our way home.
Yes, it did.
I was saying
I felt like, the start where you go, "Wait!" This is what I felt like happened to in the car, but not once, but twice.
Yes. I was saying to Temp, I really don't have anything for discussions. I mean, I've got plenty of ideas and things that I want to discuss. But I want to flesh most of them out and be a bit prepared before I go with them, because some of them are big ticket items. So then I said to Temp, actually, I want to talk about what delves have to be so that we don't get sick of them like people did with the other expansion featured events. Well, then I started saying, well, we don't really get like that about those things, though. And then I said, wait, let's save talking about this for the podcast. Then we started talking about all the times that we would be chatting with Witch before we started recording in the past. And I said, wait, let's talk about that when we record.
It was a chatception.
It was chatception. So we did used to have a good old chat with Witch and then have to stop talking because...
So let's talk about this.
He'd be going, you won't believe what happened to me. And I go, no.
Don't tell us now. Save it for the podcast.
Let me press record before you tell us.
Don't spoil the gold.
Or I'll be telling him, or I'll be messaging him through the week and go, I don't want to tell you too much. So, Well, for starters, what kind of things did other people get sick of that we didn't? So there's scenarios.
Yes, I can't believe people got sick of scenarios. They're the best. I've loved doing them in Pandemonium.
I couldn't think of anything for Warlords.
Someone will tell us. Tell us if you know what it was like.
There was
The thing like scenario.
There was Tanaan Jungle.
No, that's
But
like
that
the
was
extra
really
bit.
that was kind of the genesis
They
of
always
World
have-
Quests, really, wasn't it?
No, Tanan Jungle is like Aberys. Like,
No, but remember in Tanaan Jungle,
the underplace.
there were the pre-World Quest type things where some things were up each day in Tanaan, and you went to them and you did them,
Yeah.
and they were
Yes,
repeatable.
but that was just like the
We used to do 'em
island,
with
like
Kai.
the end of Mists of Pandaria when we had the new island and you'd go out and you'd do all those things out there. It was basically the same thing. It was just like a mini patch thing. It wasn't. It didn't come out.
The jungle
with it.
was, and you went to the start of the fighting part of the jungle, the very first bit, and you got like a couple of quests that you had to do in that first bit. But then you flew to different points of that whole zone,
Yeah.
and you had to do what ended up being world quests, but they weren't world quests yet.
Right.
And there were other ones all around, but there wasn't really anything there like that. In Legion, they had those scenario-like things.
There was the Mage Tower somewhere.
Oh, that was like an event, though. That wasn't really an ongoing thing.
It was ongoing. You could go back in there as many times
Yeah,
as you wanted.
yeah, but it was just one thing. But they had
How was that different
they
to
had
Torghast?
first lot of world quests then too.
Yes, but they're not the same as scenarios.
No, but the Mage Tower wasn't built to be repeatable. It was built so that here's what this tune does, here's what this spec does, and you've got to go in and defeat it. And once you defeated it, that was that.
Right. I thought that there was
It wasn't meant
progression.
to be repeatable.
Oh,
But
okay.
there were scenario-like things, and especially in Argus. In Argus, there were green portals that you went through, and you did some mobs. You killed a mini-boss, and maybe a bigger boss came, I can't remember. But there were also things where, remember they had the demon flying ships, and you would go and you would queue up, and you'd be on the ship, and you'd have to do like 3 stages of things.
No, I don't remember those.
No,
But
it
anyway.
wasn't.
It would help if we had the names. It might help.
Yeah.
Might jog my memory, but I don't.
There was
remember
something like that in Battle for Azeroth as well, but there was islands with the thing in Battle for Azeroth that everyone ended up disliking that
Again, we
still loved,
them.
and we used to level our alts there.
It was the best fun.
Yep, and then Torghast, everyone else got sick of that, and we didn't get sick of that.
No, we didn't.
We didn't play it as much as time went on, but we would take our alts in there. We would get Zooey to come
Yeah.
with us.
We did spend a lot of time on alts. Sorry.
Yeah,
In there, having a big day.
so
Yeah, no, we didn't get sick of that at all. I find it interesting that people got bored. Like maybe they just do too much at the start. Do they do too many?
well, the
we just
thing
don't
is
have
as
time
well.
to play like
People
that.
have to grind them out. Oh, the other thing in Battle for Azeroth was I can't remember I'm having a mental blank. When you went to you went and did in a bit of Stormwind, it was can't think of what it was called.
Bit of Stormwind.
Yeah, you went and
The
did.
port
We went
thing.
and did Stormwind.
Oh yes.
It was
What was that? We did that a lot.
It was the voidy thing, the void side of things.
Yeah.
And the other one was Oldham. Yeah. Alderman?
I
Anyway,
don't remember where.
making a fool of myself now.
No, you're not. You're doing good remembering, and I
so-
just can't remember.
Delve, I have ADHD. Bad.
Sure.
So, Delves, what makes them good or bad? What don't you want? What do you want? I say yes. Variety, replayability, good rewards, the old Blizzard minute to learn, long time to master, that kind of stuff.
I like.
Interesting, challenging, rewarding is what you want.
Well, first of all, I do not want the same Barrow Den.
No, not same map.
I don't want that map.
That was a good thing about Torghast. Even though it was kind of the same stuff,
Oh,
It was
no,
a little
was
bit
so
different every
You never knew
time
what you were going to get.
because
I
you didn't
love
know
that.
what tiles it was going to put together for you.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be compulsory. You don't want it to be a slog. You don't want required. You don't want it to be required content for grinding for. You must have this rewards.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I
think that's more for general than for us because I think us as players.
Hey, are you able to go in with a person or do you just
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to go in with...
1 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it 1 to 5, 1 to 3? 1 to 5, I'm sure.
Okay.
I think the difference between most people and us is that we don't do grind.
No, that's not true.
We just don't feel compelled to do it.
But we won't do it more than just doing...
No, we repeat stuff a lot.
Yeah.
We don't grind mindlessly on
God,
stuff.
No. I can't
Because
do it.
we want...
But we also don't have the time
because we
for
don't
that.
min-max.
But we don't have the time for it.
No.
So for us, it's about making the most of the time that we've got.
Like we want to achieve, like I'd say both of us are geared at the top level of people who play as much as we do.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we only get on 4 times a week, maybe?
Not even. We have been with Remix, but in general...
I would think 4 times would be normal.
we have one big play on the weekend, maybe 2.
Yeah.
We raid twice a week. That's only for an hour or 2 hours.
Yeah.
We do Mythics once a week
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, I've got an itch.
With Remix, we've played a lot. We've come back to playing a lot more.
Yeah. But I would suggest that people who grind are probably people who've got a bit more time on their hands. So for us,
But I think people grind because they feel like they have to min-max.
We get in and we do our essential quests, whatever the essential quests are or whatever you've got to do, like whether it's a zone that you need to go and do the dailies on there so that you can, earn the most amount of rep you can in an easy, short term. And so you don't get left behind. Like, when they release a new bunch of quests, we'll go and do those or
Yes.
That kind of thing. And we'll go out to when they release a new island, we'll go to that island and we'll do the dailies there and do whatever we're required there or gain the rep for there. And we'll do that until we're done. But we don't go out and just kill things mindlessly to build the thing. I honestly don't understand people getting bored with scenarios because I feel like every time we went in with someone different, something different happened.
Yeah.
And the islands, particularly, the islands were really different. So I don't understand that at all.
I think it was because they were forced to do it to get content, to get gear or to get
but I
rewards.
don't feel like we were forced.
Well, no, we weren't. We don't let that happen to us.
No, but I don't feel like the rest
People
of our
felt like
raid
you had to
group
do
were.
it all the time, over and over, and I,
don't
think
even
they
feel like
burn
many
out.
I don't even feel like many of our people in our guild did it. But anyway, I loved the islands and I loved scenarios and I've really enjoyed going back and doing those and remembering those through Panda Remix. I've really enjoyed that. And, Torghast was fun. And I go, once you're bored or you've achieved what you need to achieve on your main, then that's good for alts.
What about you guys? Chuck us a comment underneath. What are you looking for from delves? What do you need to not burn out on delves or to enjoy them or to have them replayable?
I need them to be fun and not too hard. But you want
a challenge.
I don't mind it being challenging, but I don't want it to be so hard.
You don't want to fail on it over and over.
Yeah, no. And I don't even mind working through things and going, okay, this boss, I need to mitigate here, or I need to silence that, or and working through it and figuring it out. But I don't like it when it's so hard that I'm dying 3 or 4 times to figure it out.
One thing I like that they're starting to do now with Soup Dreamwalking,
I love those.
Is you're gonna get through it. You're gonna get something, but do you get a green bag, a blue bag, or a purple bag?
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Where
if you participate, you can build the reward.
Yeah, I have faith that they will do. It'll be good, delves. But the fact that we're building what's his name, Bron? Is it Bron? Bran
Bronzebeard.
He's
upgrading him.
Yeah, it makes me worry a little bit. Oh, it was like when we went to that island and we had the follower. That was in Legion. Remember when we went to
Oh,
the
you had to
island?
go in the
Yes.
and all those mindless dudes were in there.
No, yes, we had to go into that cave and we had
Yes.
to choose a follower and we had
And
to
you
level
built
the
them up
follower
over time.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
So I don't mind. Didn't
That
mind,
was a bit too hard though.
but it was super hard when we
Yeah.
first got there. Super hard. So I'm hoping that because they're delves and they're real world, it won't be so hard.
Kind of like Dungeon Light is what you want.
Yeah. But apparently they were too hard though, and they
Like a one
have
boss
been-
dungeon.
Have
They've
been
nerfed them a
fixing
little
it.
bit, yeah.
Yeah. So
And they need to fix Bran up to apparently he wasn't really doing much. So most people wanted
he
him
was
to do a
playing
bit
the role
more.
of Khadgar.
Yeah. I can't come with you, my friend.
I'm just going to talk at you and expect you to do all the work.
All right, so let us know what kind of stuff
Yeah, we'd love to hear.
require for Delves to be a winner.
Yeah.
Right, let's move it into other news. Do you know what? I've got such exciting stuff. Let's move to the news desk.
Ba-da-bum-bum.
That's silly. So, because I've got some presentations.
But you know, I
Got some
had
things to show.
I had a muesli bar before we started, and I've got a piece of coconut that's driving me mad.
Let's keep that on the inside. That comment.
Just in case people are going,
you don't
what is Temp doing?
So Blizzard on Twitter have shared a roadmap, which is an image of the War Within roadmap, with the title "Experience the Beginning of the World Sold Saga," and it looks something like this. So as you can see there, we've got yes.
I'm feeling so. I know everyone loves the tempo. You know, this 6-7 weeks.
It's coming like a steam train.
6-7 weeks. Bam. I feel pressured about that. I feel like I'm not. Give me 9 weeks. I need a little bit more time. I'm not.
You'll be
I don't
right.
feel like I'm getting
It's
there
exciting.
in time.
It's
no,
exciting.
it's not. I haven't finished leveling. My main has not finished leveling her mining.
Look, at this point, I'm just excited I didn't wear that same T-shirt on a Tuesday again.
The
Really?
blue one, wasn't it?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
What blue one?
Your blue.
I just remember I kept wearing the same one. I'm looking at all the thumbnails going, did I put up the same thing? So I promise it was just a coincidence.
You have to look at what I'm wearing.
So if you go from the left there, the pre-expansion update, which is available on 7. Why do you guys write it the wrong way?
The 23rd of July.
23rd of July. So we get warbands, we get skywriting, we get cross-realm guilds, and the Radiant Echoes event starts on the 30th.
I feel very excited about warbands, and I feel very pressured about the time.
About what?
The time. I'm feeling very.
You just got to roll with it.
No, can't do it.
Just got to roll with
It's
it.
like, you know, the impending Christmas. You can feel it coming and the pressure's building.
Sure. So then from the 22nd, we get early access
Of August.
And from the 26th is the global launch. And we get the new story. We get the new zones. We get the hero talents. Oh, so the hero talents aren't going to be with the pre-expansion.
No.
I wonder if they're going to call that 11.0 or not.
Wouldn't they
then.
be hero talents, though, because they're the last talent? So they'll be after you.
Oh, you've got to earn them as you go.
Yeah.
Yes, that's part of the leveling. Yes,
Yeah.
you are right.
Thank you. Oh,
So we will get the new stuff, but we won't get the hero talents till we start leveling.
exactly.
Well played. We get delves. We get the earthen new race. We get 8 new
I
dungeons.
didn't even realise, you know, of all, because there's been so much chatter about warbands and delves, I didn't even know there was a new base coming until like...
Rock dwarfs.
Yeah, until like 2 weeks ago when we were watching Telly-S and Nevertell.
I'm not super excited about them.
Oh, how rude. Poor Earthen. I love the Earthen.
Whatever.
I'm not going to make one, but I like them.
I'm going to make one because I must have one of everything. The problem is
What
there's no new class.
Class are you going to be?
I know. Something that I love.
Something like a warrior. They'd be a good warrior.
No, I don't know.
Oh, rude.
I'm a
They'd
little
be
bit
a
off
good warrior.
warriors.
Paladin? They'd be a good paladin.
I don't think they can be paladin.
Really?
Not sure. The
Weird-
new
weird
PvP
call.
battleground. So there's a bit of fun.
Oh, I have to go in and look at that. I'll go with Kai though,
And
don't
then
worry.
season 1 that they've name checked, which is on the
Oh my
10th
God.
of
September.
September. is the Raid, Naruba Palace.
So we've got the 22nd of August. So a week.
What's the 16th today? So just
5,
under 2 months.
6 weeks. We've got 6. I've got
7.
6 weeks.
7 weeks.
Do you think it's 7?
Well, it's 2 months minus 6 days.
From the 22nd of August to the 20.
No,
to
from
the 10th
today.
of September.
From today.
No, I'm saying between when it's released and
Oh yeah, it'll be like week 4 or something. Yeah.
what's weeks for us. It'll be week 6. For everyone else, it'll be week
No, it won't, because the launch is the 26th.
22nd.
And the season starts.
For us.
26th is the official launch. And then.
Yeah, so there's 4 days left of
Yeah, so it'll be
August.
like 15 days.
It's a month.
It's 2 weeks.
Yeah, so 6 weeks. That's what I said.
2.
It's 6 weeks between when you get it to when you have to be ready to raid, is what I'm saying. God, if only you listened.
How are you getting 6 weeks out of that? From when?
From the 26th of August, it's 4 days, plus 9 days in September,
How is that 6 weeks?
plus the whole of the month.
What month?
Oh, that's not
There we
long-
go.
that's
Now
not
she's
long
with
enough-
us.
That's not long enough to get my gear up.
Boy, oh boy. So yeah, we get the Raid, we get Mythic Dungeons.
It's because it's
PvP.
the 9th of the 10th, and I was thinking 10th month, not 9th, so I gave myself an extra month. That's
Well,
how I got
take
it.
it back. And
I
plus,
don't want to. I liked it.
seasonal delves. The
Like-
mechanics and rewards, seasonal.
Seasonal delves, does that mean that they might have some that appear during the Lunar Festival, for instance?
I don't know. And class 2 sets, we've gotten bogged down. Let's move along.
Oh, righto. No time for
So-
chit chat.
So there's also UI refinements that I'm just going to
2.5
zap
weeks isn't
through
long enough.
now.
God, that's
Calm
not
down.
enough.
So here's the map refinements. We get a legend. It's a new in-gaming icon guide, similar to the one from Dragonflight, which gives
Sorry.
players.
It's teeny tiny on my
Double
notes.
click on it. I'll make it. Oh no, it won't. It won't.
No, but I can do this.
No, you can't. You can't do anything.
Liar.
All right, there you go. So hovering over an icon in the map legend will highlight those activities on the world map.
Yep.
So there's quests, the different quests. Sorry, if
Web froze
if you
for
look
a
through those quests, buffering. I wondered if I needed to put a new picture up. Is what happened.
Yeah.
So there's campaign, which is quests to continue the main story.
People don't need to actually
Important.
see it. They can look it up if they want to. Right? It's just
Oh,
like
there's
you going
campaign
to
quests,
Seth.
important ones, legendary, meta, repeatable, local story in progress, and turn-ins.
Nice. Turn in,
that's
my
cool.
favourite. Question mark.
Yeah, turn lots in and then you ding. The map filter, the map.
A map filter. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, there's lots of stuff that I've got to read out there that I'm not going to.
Oh dear.
So that's also getting a small touch
Web's
up in the
over
world
it,
within.
everyone.
No, you hurried me along.
I did not
New to this
hurry you.
feature is the warband completed quests option.
How did I hurry
which
you by asking you about
Lets
the map?
players hide quests that have already been completed with a different character. You said people
outrageous.
can look it up on their own, so look it up on your own.
No. I said they don't have to see the picture. It gives you an idea. I was just trying to have a closer look at what was there.
Sure.
What they'd actually put on the map. Not
Well,
much.
I'm bored with it now.
No, I don't want them to. I don't want to not do the content. I'm just saying, if they want to look at the picture, they can Google that.
So that's that map filter. Quest log.
Jesus.
It's received several updates and quality of life improvements. There's now a search box to search by quest name or objectives.
That's amazing.
The art for collapsing and expanding quest categories has been updated. Icons have been added for quest categories, important, warband, etc. Quests can now easily be tracked and untracked with a checkbox. That's pretty cool.
I'm trying to figure out where you're at because you've got black writing and I've got green.
I'm way down from there. I've done map filters.
Oh, cave entrances.
Yep.
That's something you should have read out. I'm terrible at finding them.
Okay.
They've got cave entrances marked on the map. That's exciting.
It's very exciting.
Teleport points. They're getting rid of the mages.
Do you want me to go back to that picture?
Yeah, I want you to go back and read the content. I don't care about the picture.
All right. Everyone remember that we'd done questing. Let me pull that back. There it is. The map. Oh, this is so bad now. So, what did we have? Oh, this is all stolen from MMO Champion, by the way. Thanks. Did all the quests. So, the World Quest, World Boss, bonus objectives, events, rares. The events, various patch-specific activities that provide valuable rewards.
Nice.
And they're going to kind of get their own little pictures now, so it won't just be, it was a horn?
Yes.
Yeah, it won't just be the horn.
So it might be a bowl of soup.
Could be a bowl of soup, I doubt it.
I'm just saying,
But
for example.
dungeons, raids, hubs, dig sites, pet battles. The activities will be marked on there.
Good.
Teleport points.
So I can know to avoid them. What are teleport points? It's just crazy
Teleports
to me.
you to a different region.
That's outrageous. Poor mages.
You won't be a mage, so it doesn't matter. Cave entrance, you mentioned.
Yes.
Flight points. Flight point teleports you to a different area in the same region. I don't think that's what a flight point does.
No, well, that says the same as up above, so maybe not. But maybe it will.
I don't know.
Well, how do you get to see all the beautiful scenery?
This is true. The spellbook has received a complete overhaul. Check out how beautiful this is. Boom. It's going to be big on your screen.
Wow.
Clear.
Yeah.
Everything like a big open book. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
The spellbook tab now shows, along with the player's specialisation and talent tabs, class and specialisation spells now show within the same window. Huzzah.
Oh, thank God. So you don't have to go, is
And
that
you
in
go,
my
is that
mage
class
spells or is that my... Yeah.
Modern display resolutions allow more pages to fit on one screen. As you can see, it's 2 pages instead of the 1. And it can be expanded and collapsed. There's a search box to search for spells.
Amazing.
And a new check box to hide passive spells. Another tidbit that we learnt that I haven't got in the notes here that we learnt from Taliesin and Evertel is that apparently your whole warband is now going to be on one big list. So no go to a different realm anymore.
No, yes, that's right.
The whole lot. And there's going to be like a search bar at the top.
Any character that you've created anywhere will all be there to find.
Yep.
So you will not have to
But
look.
there's a search bar
realms.
at the top, so hopefully you can just put like Gundrak for me if I want one of my Alliance tunes. And then all my Gundrak tunes will be shown.
Maybe.
Hope so.
Or
Hope it's more like a filter than a search.
you can search.
Sure. Do you know, if you could find the time to like and subscribe on YouTube, that really helps us out. Bloody blah algorithm. It's a
true.
buzzword.
Like it now.
Give us a provisional thumbs up right now while I'm reading this, and I'll remind you later to remove it if we've not delivered the confusion you're expecting. And so far, we're maxing it.
On point.
Yeah.
On point. Backwards and forwards.
I'm going to take us out of the newsroom and go back to the normal thing. Oh, bang. There you go.
Oh,
Here we are.
phew. Out of the newsroom.
What about the socials, Tim?
You can follow us on YouTube. You clearly know that because you found us here at Bind on Equip
You
Wow.
might have stumbled across us. Sorry if you did.
You can find us
Must be
on
very confused.
Twitter at Bind on Equip Wow. You can find us on Instagram, and we are posting at Bind on Equip Wow. And you
On
can
Threads.
Yes, we are
Yeah.
on Threads.
One day.
And you can find us on Facebook at Bind on Equip.
I think now it's sort of a running gag.
Old hit me up on Facebook with some advice on growing the guild, but
Yep.
we're all about that happening naturally and homogeneously. And actually, I quite like it small old because it's far less work for me.
Sure. Now from Alicia, who I challenged last week and said she wasn't watching. She said, thanks. Well, firstly to you, the nice stuff. Thanks for the shout out. Luna, her little cat, appreciates the sympathy. I'll snap another pic of him as soon as he comes out of hiding. And yes, Wemb, I am too watching. All right. So advised. Especially since you gave me advice on how to watch the episodes in order. Lol, I'm a YouTube noob.
Me too.
Love you guys. And then on YouTube, because that was that on YouTube? That was somewhere else.
It was on
It was on Threads. Thread buddy. Then she said she would never yawn while listening to you guys. I wouldn't blame you. I love your stuff. Fabulous show, and it's just so great to hear your voices again.
Thank you.
Hubby and I, it's Don, Big
And
D.
in
I call
relation
him.
to our
I don't
discussion.
call him Big D. I don't really know him.
In our relation to our discussion
Maybe talk
last
to him
week
once.
about our mains.
But I see him on a lot.
Hello.
Hello, Don.
Stay focused.
Sorry. Just giving Don a shout. Just put up with all
In
the shit from
relation-
us indirectly over the years.
In relation to our discussion topic last week, Alicia says,
Hubby and I levelled Drakthir in Dragon Isles, so kind of mained those. I played a bunch of my Boomkin Druid, a girl after my own heart, to do the Emerald Dream stuff on my own time since I have more playtime than Hubby. We'll probably do Shaman Hunter in the new X-Pack. Are you the Shaman or are you the Hunter?
I think.
I reckon she'd be the
she's-
Hunter.
Oh, I was going to say shaman.
So Don strikes me as mystical even though I know nothing about him.
Okay.
We started with those two in the beginning, right before BC. Oh, she might actually tell us. She doesn't tell
No,
us.
she doesn't.
Right before BC, like a couple of months before the first expansion, and keep loving them throughout the years.
Nice.
Funny little tidbit, if I may offer one, about Alicia.
Well, that just shows us that
is-
she started as a horde all the way back then.
Yes. Tidbit is we're in-game friends, no
Real life.
real-life friends.
Battle.net friends.
Battle.net friends.
Yes.
Battle.net friends is what I'm looking for.
Good.
And so I see when she's on a tune in like remix or whatever,
Yep.
and the names that she's choosing in remix are chef's keys, no notes. Which is great.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. I don't want to out her.
Oh, good.
But they're great, and I see you.
Snowy sent us in the Snow Dog report.
Snore dog.
He says he's been lost down a Diablo 4 rabbit hole recently.
Sure.
He has been logging into WoW just to do weekly and the odd key here and there. He'll most likely be leveling his hunter first in the new expansion. He's booked some time off work, so plan on playing during the day his time, so hopefully we'll get to hang out with some rock stars while leveling. Oh, it's been a while since we've called rock stars.
What's that?
But I responded to him to say we've got time off, so we'll be around all sorts of days.
Really are
types.
third world YouTubers now. Let's
Move it in game.
move it in game. Jeez, we're dragging along.
Rude.
Crazy train, Tempy.
Wemb and I missed last Thursday due to my surgery and Wemb being on look after groggy temp duty. The raid group went into Aberystwyth to get Nonky's piece of item thing that he needs for his legendary, and yet again he did not get it. So, I'm feeling the pressure to just finish the expansion. So poor Nonky is feeling very pressured to try and get his legendary completed. And even though there is some kind of bad luck,
And he is continuing to play that to next expansion, so it would be handy.
yeah,
It's
and
not like,
there's-
I'm going to get my legendary and then play something else.
There's meant to be some bad luck, like protection,
Yep.
but
It's not happening.
It's not working for Nonky.
It's not
So,
protecting him thus far.
Ian, if you're listening, please,
Come on, Ian.
because we're going into Aberystwyth every week, regardless of whether it's awakened or not, and then going in there as well. And he's on the weeks that I think that it is awakened. I think he's doing the top level that he can, so he's trying to get raids through even when we're not in there. Then they went and killed 4 bosses in Amidrisil on heroic, and then we went in last night to continue on, but we were down our 3rd healer, so we knew that we could only get really a couple of bosses down before it was going to become too tight.
Yeah.
So we did do that, and the shock of all shocks happened last night. A pair of cloth boots dropped. Can you believe that? We've been
Incredible.
doing. How long have we been doing Awakened now? And then raids before that.
A very long time.
Well, since Awakened, we've been trying to get those some boots. I've been trying to get them, and
All of season 4.
yeah. And last night, the first pair of cloth boots dropped, and there's 3 of us, and I did not win the role.
Boo.
Congrats, Maddie, on the boots.
That was almost an incident.
That was not almost
A
an
button
incident.
down, a hot mic incident like that other time.
And then
shout out.
latest to to poor Viv. No, not
No.
Viv. To poor Vern.
Vern.
Yeah, poor Vern.
I wonder how Vern's going. Shout out to Vern, but he doesn't play. No. He's not watching, but we love you.
Yeah, we do love Vern.
And we miss you.
I love Vern.
I miss all
so
our
that was
ex
worse
dudes.
that mic happened.
It was funny though.
It wasn't.
He took it in his stride.
I still feel bad. I mean, he was a fuckwit.
Everyone at
He
that
was.
moment.
Yes.
Not all the time.
No, not all the time.
Not as
he
a rule.
ran a bomb over me
He's a
and
lovely
exploded
guy.
me and killed me.
One of the nicest people ever.
Yes, I love Vern. That's what I'm saying. I love him. He was a fuckwit in that moment.
What you need to say in that moment.
You didn't let me get it out.
God.
Jesus. Anyway.
Unbelievable.
Wemb has announced our last raid night for this expansion, which feels crazy too soon to me.
3 to go.
Oh, I think I've got another 6 months of this
Or 2 to
expansion
go.
in me.
2 to go.
6 months. I need another 6 months
Is
to
it 2 to
finish.
go? 2 more?
I
more.
don't know. When did you? I haven't read the post. I mean, I have, but I haven't taken it in.
21st.
Of July?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So it's Thursday and Monday and that's
oh, my
it.
God. That's it.
Thursday, Monday and
How
done.
come?
Because we've got to get onto our new tunes.
Yeah, but is the new stuff out? Like, there's no point ending it
Yes,
until...
next week.
Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
I can tell.
It's happening too fast.
You know, earlier in the show when we said
Yes.
next week it comes out.
Oh.
Remember?
Do you know
And
when you said the 23rd
remember
of
a little
July? I
bit-
felt like that was a long
Remember a little
time
bit
ago.
later on when I
Yeah.
showed a big map and I put it up on the screen and it said, and then I said 23rd, away we go.
I know. When you said the 23rd
That's
of
next
July,
week.
I felt like that was still a long way away.
It's next Wednesday.
Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not
Oh.
ready.
You don't need to be ready because you can't play your tune.
I know, that's worse. Now I'm going to have 1 week
I think
less.
you should use your boost. Delete the one that's in remix. Use your boost, and then we'll start gearing it up. That's
Play
your
from
call.
0.
No, your boost. You've got a level 70 boost sitting there that you haven't used.
I think I might do that then, because otherwise I'm not going to be ready.
Yeah.
No, I wish I
Would you
had
call it
most
the
of
same
time.
name? Or?
Yes.
Well, then you got
That's
to
the
delete your
whole-
remix one.
Yeah, that was the whole reason I made that tune. That's how you sold me on it.
Okay.
I'm not ready.
we can tell.
Well,
It's
good.
abundantly
I
clear.
hope there's other people out there
My
feeling
gear,
my
by the way,
stress.
is 516.
My gear is 514 and I'm stuck there because of my fucking boots. But now there's no point because we've only got 2 more raids.
That's right. Yeah. Mythics.
Yep.
We did Halls
Did
of
a
Infusion
check.
3. And
There's no point talking
Bracken
about
Hollow
it. We're
4.
talking about it now.
Oh my god, she's having an existential crisis. Brackenide Hollow 4 on the weekend and both went very
Are we
well.
doing Mythics this weekend? If there's no, like,
Yeah.
it still starts next
Yeah, because
week?
it's fun.
Are we doing, like, is it end of Mythics now?
I don't know. We could probably still get some zeros and stuff going.
Why would we do zeros?
Well,
What's the
because
point of
because the tune I'm moving to is like
Oh,
eye level
yes.
480.
Oh, yeah, new tunes. Yeah, new.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm really not ready. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm not on
You're
board.
watching Temp Meltdown in real time.
I feel like I am.
This will be a
I'm
document.
gonna cry later. I'm just like, no, I'm not ready.
Be the quarter in a minute. Rocking and sobbing. Streaming shenanigans.
Yes, there was
We
some.
tried.
There was some shenanigans.
We streamed our experiment that we'll talk about in a sec. And Google crashed. No, Chrome crashed. Well, that is Google.
Yeah.
And took our stream with it. Stupid Chrome. Bad Chrome.
Stupid Google.
Remix.
Yes.
Our project.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
We wanted to see if the method of leaving your XP tokens in your bag was really quicker than grabbing them as you go, which it seems to be de rigueur. I was using a spreadsheet that tells you when to open them all, or the quickening, as I like to call it, because it's, squish, squish, squish.
Also, because we haven't finished, did we level any Alliance tunes all the way through and watch and experience the Alliance side?
No, not leveling.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to do that.
Well, no, we have no time for that.
Okay.
Yes. So that was the whole point. That was the other reason you sold me on it. And
Anyway,
we didn't even do it.
When the spreadsheet said to open them all, or the quickening,
Sorry.
I missed by about 3/4 of a level, which is a bit of a bummer.
Again.
I think it's because I didn't open all my threads before I did it.
whatever. It's just stupid. It doesn't
It's
work.
not stupid. It's fine.
Anyway.
And it took 2 more dungeons to hit 70, but I did that in 9 hours and 3 minutes from 10 to 70. And then it probably took another 2 to 3 dungeons to get my gear up to the same level as Temp. So I think raids are better for getting gear. Dungeons are better for quick leveling and XP. Temp then hit 70 in 10 hours and 22 minutes. So we reckon for the hour and 15, you may as well just open stuff as you go.
Yeah. I didn't count 1 hour as a
The
major
trick
advantage.
is when
But also,
you get...
I wanted to say it's wrong, different, or unpredictable every time. Not once have you opened them all and you've
hit
done
70.
it all the
Yeah.
different ways, and you've done it with an add-on or a spreadsheet or whatever, and it's never worked.
That was the closest way, so maybe I needed to just do a couple more. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. So I think the real trick, because the main reason to do that is because it gets really hard after 60 to get to 70. But if you're doing it with a buddy like we are, you get, when you get to 60, one of you brings a low tune in to help you
Yeah,
along.
and that makes it a lot more manageable.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just
that's
confuses it just the right amount.
That's actually the real trick and makes it not awful to do the last few.
Leveling in Remix, the Toon Report.
Yes, I've got 70s. I've got a rogue, an alliance rogue, a horde druid, an alliance shaman, and an alliance evoker. And then I've got a horde hunter that's 57 and an untouched for a couple of weeks, and an alliance warrior that's 30.
Sure. On the Horde side, I've got a 70 Demon Hunter and a 55 Mage. On the Alliance side, I've got a 70 Warlock, Priest, Warrior, Monk, Death Knight, Shaman, and Evoker, a 40 Hunter, a 31 Rogue, and a 10 Druid, which I've got ready to go, but haven't actually started playing yet.
Oh,
Dungeons?
yeah, so we usually, when we jump into Pandemonium, we usually do 1 scenario, 1 to 2 raids, and a few dungeons when we play. And then I spend about 30 minutes sorting out my spec gear and gems. That's basically what we do when we jump in.
I'm just thinking my first Instagram post might be vision of you melting down as you realise how close we are to the new content.
So mean.
What are your plans for your remix tunes, Tempe?
Oh, well, that was so incredibly mean. That was
The
a
Horde Druid
real
was to
moment.
become your main, now maybe not.
And the Horde Druids, they're all going.
Have you got another name that you would accept, or do
No,
you have to
Horde
have
Druids.
that name?
The Horde Druids is out.
All right.
She's going. I'm going to delete her. and
Make sure you
anyway.
spend all their bronze first.
Oh, good idea. I don't have any bronze because I've leveled up all of her gear because someone convinced me that was the way to go.
Well, you still could. I mean, you could play your
No,
existing...
No.
Okay.
No.
Sure.
The rest will be gatherers and part of my warband, which I like. And I guess now I will feel compelled to level 1 turn for rep across turn for the Alliance, if that is still a thing.
I don't think it will be a thing.
No Alliance and Horde rep, you don't think?
I'm not sure. Oh,
You
it's
don't-
raining again.
And
Crazy.
heavy. I wonder if people can hear that.
I don't really have any
Or
plans
that.
for my remix tunes. I want to get my Druid that I haven't started yet. So I've got 3...
So you don't think that there'll be any like Alliance and Horde factions?
There'll
Do you
still
think
be
it'll be like
factions, but all the rep...
Thaldraszus, where
I
it's
think
all
the
the
rep
same?
will be
Unique.
generic.
No, not okay.
There might be a couple of reps. No.
I just wondered.
We have to keep an eye on that.
We'll let you know in a little while.
I don't have a lit player of the week, but you
No.
had some stuff you wanted to say before we go.
Yes, I don't think we can end our show this week without mentioning the attempted assassination of former President Trump. Like the rest of the world, we were shocked and appalled as we watched the footage. It made me remember other assassination attempts that we've witnessed in our lifetime. The 2 that stand out for me are John Lennon and Ronald Reagan. And it's unfathomable to think that someone was 2 centimetres from being shot in the head. I just can't get my head around how close that bullet was.
Absolutely.
Just terrifying, and I know things feel really crazy over there at the moment. I hope that settles down soon, and perhaps some gun reform will happen. Who
I
knows?
doubt it.
Who knows?
It's never the answer, though.
No, violence is never the answer.
Got to win in the ballot box.
Yes.
And that'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, we've come to the end of another episode of Bind on a Quip. What are we looking at? Over 50 minutes.
Oh, it's long. Because I had to
you
have a
melted
meltdown.
down, yeah.
No, it's because you had a tantrum about the bloody map.
Well, I went to skip it because I thought you decided you didn't like it, but then you decided you liked it.
No, you didn't listen to what I said. I was just saying.
Well,
that
when has
people
that
don't-
ever not been the case?
I
Why are you
want to
surprised
be
that I
clear
listen
that
now?
I was not dissing your content. I was just saying
I don't care if you diss my content.
people aren't looking at the map for the map information. They're just like having a look at a general thing. But I was like, what have they actually put on this map? Not much. They didn't put much on that map.
Sure.
And so that's what I was having a look at. And I'm blind, as we know, and needed to make it bigger. But people can probably make it bigger, but also they could Google it while they're watching
Sure.
and listening.
Now, if you haven't been entertained by Temp losing her mind, now's the time to unlike.
Oh, God. I'm so sorry.
You've got to be happy with that. I mean, really.
No, it's
Otherwise,
not funny.
smash
It's
the
real.
like. If you didn't thumbs up and you've enjoyed the carry on, hit that like.
It's not carry
Hit
on.
it.
That was real.
Share it
was
to your
me
friends.
actually
Go check this
imploding.
check this girl out. Oh my god. It's like has a meltdown. It's like she's never realised when it was coming out and she suddenly realised that it's tomorrow.
That is how I feel.
Yeah. Anyway,
You've made me cry.
sure. Thanks for hanging out with us. Until
It's
next
been
time,
lovely apart from the shock.
I'm Wembley.
Tempers. See ya.
Half out. See you later.